Alright everyone, welcome to Arsenal Fan TV. This is my preview for the game this Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff at St James's Park, the Sports Direct Arena, whatever you want to call it, against Newcastle United. And in all honesty, I think this is a very straightforward game for us. I'm expecting nothing less than 3 points. Not to sound arrogant, of course, a trip to Newcastle is never an easy one, but this is a very, very poor Newcastle side that we're coming up against. They're without Colaccini for this game, who got a red card in their previous fixture against Everton at Goodison Park, and they're going to have to form a partnership which will consist of, I think, Mike Williamson and possibly Ryan Taylor, which is very prone to error, and certainly I think our attack can thrive against the defence like that. And up top, without Pape Cisse, they're not going to be offering a lot to us. Players I want to identify in this game, certainly Jose Perez and Remy Cabella. I think these are the two individuals that can cause problems to our back line. But given our defensive record in recent weeks, I don't think they're going to cause too much of an issue to us. I also think Jan Mata right back is an excellent talent for them, especially delivering crosses into the box, and defensively he's a great asset and certainly proving to be a sturdy replacement for Mathieu Debuchy, who they sold to us in the summer. As well as that, after a very lengthy injury absence, they've got Sim de Jong coming back into the side, and it's hard to really make a judgment call of him because we've seen very little of him this season, but he's a very highly rated player. If he is to come into the side in this game, he's a player that we've got to identify, got to watch. He could potentially cause us problems. Not too sure what to expect from him, but it's going to be exciting to see if he does feature in this Newcastle side and how we'll cope with him. But I think up top they haven't really got too much to throw against. I certainly think that we should be coping with them, and I think this is a good opportunity for us to actually get a convincing win. I think that we could potentially be beating this Newcastle side 3 or 4-0. I would take 3 points in any way, shape or form in this fixture, of course. I mean, I'm not underestimating Newcastle at all, but it is a fact that their season is kind of surviving on just one good run of form that they had under Alan Pardew. Apart from that, they've been pretty poor this season, and under John Carver, they don't really seem to have improved from where they were with Alan Pardew. They're a very mismatched and perplexing club, and they have been for a good long while now. They go through phases where they play some absolutely incredible football. Players for them, I mean, Gouffron, I used to think a couple of seasons ago he was a decent player, but now he looks absolutely woeful. Individuals are just absolutely fall to pieces. Players like Hatton Ben Arthur that just don't even get in the team. They get loaned out to people like Hull, and they don't even get into the teams. They're a very odd team, and I think that this is one of their worst phases that they've gone through in a good long while. And in summer they're going to look to be restructuring and getting a new manager in who will hopefully be a long-term solution to them and get them playing good football on a consistent basis, which is something they haven't done for a good long while now. And I think this is, just like I've already mentioned, this is a good game for us, especially after the Monaco game. I think it's going to be a comfortable game for us, a performance where we can certainly not take the foot off the pedal, but I certainly do think that Newcastle are a side, they're going to allow us more room for creativity, they're going to allow us more space to get in positions, and I think that we could potentially be rotating in this side. And I mean, I'd like to see, it's going to be an interesting factor as to whether we see Ozil, Cazorla and Aaron Ramsey all play in the same team. I think the only way we're going to do that is if we play one of Cazorla or Ozil out on the right, on the right or the left hand side of the field, which I don't think will be too much of an issue. It doesn't really seem to have been a problem in recent weeks, and I think when those three players performed together against Monaco in midweek when Aaron Ramsey came off the bench, I think they performed really well together. So I wouldn't be surprised if those three started, with probably Ozil playing out on that right hand side. And I would like to see Alexis Sanchez rested for this game. His form has dipped massively after Christmas. His work rate is still there, but he's just not putting in the performances that we became accustomed to, the superstar performances that we were seeing before the Christmas period. I do think he needs a rest. We've got the international break coming up, and after that period, I'd hope that he'd come back into the side, getting goals, getting assists, and being the player that he was before the Christmas period. I think maybe start Danny Welbeck on the left, Olivier Giroud up top. My team lineup in full would be David Ospina in goal, Hector Bellerin, Per Mertesacker, Laurent Koscielny, Nacho Monreal, Francis Coquelin, Aaron Ramsey, Mesut Ozil, Santi Cazorla, Danny Welbeck and Olivier Giroud. Lots of attacking talent on offer. I think we can certainly create space with this team. Aaron Ramsey, for me, certainly has to start this game since coming back into the side. He hasn't even played 2 full games yet he's got 2 goals and an assist under his belt, so he's certainly worthy of meriting a start in the starting 11 for the game against Newcastle. And considering he didn't play the full 90 minutes against Monaco, certainly going to be a refreshing tribute to the side. So a lot of talent going forward. Defensively, I don't think Newcastle have got a lot to offer apart from Cabella and Jose Perez, and those two might not even get in the squad. John Carver seems to have this weird thing where he seems to leave out his best players from their starting 11, which really surprised me. He's an odd manager. They're an odd, they're an odd team. I don't really know what to expect from them. I always used to think in recent years that a trip to St James's Park or the Sports Direct Arena was always going to be a difficult trip, but I go into this game very confident of a win. In fact, I haven't been more confident of a win in a good long while, just because I don't know what to expect from Newcastle in all honesty, but given how their recent performances have been under Carver, not a lot of hope that I think Newcastle can take from that, and I think it's certainly a good game for us considering the result against Monaco and considering that we need to be getting our league form. Well, it's already consistent, we just need to be improving upon what we've already done, just winning every single game up until the end of the season, winning as many games as possible. This is a must-win game, that's a blatant fact considering we've only got, what, 8-9 games left in the season. I think it's 9, and it's got to be a must-win. Games like this we've got to win. We've got games coming up against Liverpool, against Chelsea and Man United in the coming months, so it's a big end to the season for us, but games like this we've got to be getting all 3 points. I'm confident we'll do that. It's a big game for Arsenal, but one that I'm confident we'll win. I'm going for a 4-0 victory to Arsenal at St James's Park. Pretty ambitious, I know, but I think we can pull it off. Leave your score predictions and your team lineups in the comments box below. More intrigued to hear that more than anything. But guys, those are my thoughts going into the game against Newcastle United on Saturday. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like, rate, and subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV as well as my own channel, AFC Game by Game, and I'll speak to you very soon, guys.